different updates for you guys, and part of those updates is going to be that one of the victims in this incident has taken a turn for the worse. One victim is in critical, unstable condition, and doctors are doing everything they can to save his life. Major Boxtruck is going to go through some of the details of what happened, but as you will hear, we had a horrible act of violence occur involving a family that had lost a loved one in a recent homicide, and there was a balloon release tonight when shots were fired and multiple people were injured by gunfire. Major Boxtruck will go through a preliminary update on what we know so far. Things are developing here as evidence is being collected, and we are interviewing additional people and witnesses and victims, and of course there's a fairly large scene here tonight. So Major Boxtruck will go through some of those details for you, and then we will I'll provide additional information after Major Boxtruck.
Good evening. So just before 7 p.m. this evening, District 5 received a call for a shooting in the 5900 block of Wells. Upon arrival, they located numerous victims of gunshot wounds. And a short time later, they received information that other victims from gunshot wounds were arriving at Barnes Hospital. So what our preliminary investigation has revealed is that there was a balloon release here this evening for a victim of horrible violence in our community, and sometime during that event, gunshots were occurred, and we have victims. So right now we have one victim who unfortunately was pronounced this evening, and he died this evening. So we have another victim of violence in our community. We have one who is shot and is considered critical unstable, who right now is fighting for his life, and we have 3 others that sustained gunshot wounds that are in stable condition as far as we know. So that's what we have right now. Like I said, this is very preliminary information, but we have confirmed 5 victims, one who unfortunately died this evening, and one who is fighting for his life this evening. So that's what we have, and we do know that it was a balloon release for a victim of violence. However, we're not going to get into what that is right now or who that victim is. This is an ongoing investigation, and some of those things are very sensitive, and we have to work on that. So,
are there suspects you're searching?
Hold on, just one. I just want to get into a few more details.
And this is. I'm sorry. Yep. I'm sorry, I did not say that. We do have only one firearm located at the scene this evening. So there is one firearm that was located, and possible suspects, there were numerous people here. So we do know that there are people that know something that happened this evening. We are unclear because there were so many people here who would be suspects, who would be victims, and what we're looking for. So that's a long investigation, okay?
So in addition to what Major Boxtruck has said, we have, again, these are unconfirmed, but we believe that the people involved tonight, whether they're victims or suspects, that's for our detectives to sort out. Ages range, we believe they're all adults. We believe that the ages range between 19 and early 30s. There's still, as you can imagine, a lot of individuals we need to interview to confirm identities. But I can tell you that there were at least one individual was shot in the hand, another 2 were shot in the leg, and then, of course, the victim who passed away tonight was shot multiple times. And we're not going to release where the other victim was shot that's fighting for his life just yet. But we'll open it up to some questions, but we keep in mind we're still very early in this.
Did that victim die at the scene?
Yes.
He was transported to the hospital, but yes. So he was declared gone at the hospital. Let's put it that way.
You know it's early, but just any idea what fueled this, what started this?
No, we don't have that right now. So that's still, like we said, many people were here, not so many people were here when the police arrived, so we have a lot of work to do, a lot of legwork to do.
Have police ever been called to this area before?
I don't have that information right now. That's going to be part of the investigation.
Everyone who was shot, were they males, females?
We have all male victims, and at this time, like we said, that's what we know, is that there's 5 victims, all males, between the ages of 19 to 35-ish.
So balloon release is happening in a house, outside the house? Is it a drive-by, people walking up? I know it's preliminary, but just looking for a
I don't
little
want to get into a lot of details of this. This is like I said, this is an ongoing investigation, and when you start releasing details, that could change and are fluid, and we need some confirmation. And I think it's just not professional to say something we're not sure of yet.
Okay. Can you spell your last name? Foxtrot.
It's BOCKSTRUCK. Janice, Major Janice Boxtruck.
I will add that I think that I can speak for everyone out here, including our homicide detectives, that it's horrible that people had to be out here to begin with to mourn a victim of gun violence in our community. But for another instance of gun violence to erupt at a moment where you're mourning someone's life is not just horrible, but it's sickening. It's horrible. And we are going to work with our partners, including the Office of Violence Prevention and Show Me Peace, to make sure and do everything we possibly can to prevent other instances of violence from occurring, because something like this is preventable with the right partners at the table. Thank you guys very much for your time.
Is cooperation happening with potential witnesses? Do you get a sense of that yet?
I think that it would be irresponsible, and when you already have one act of violence occur, and then you have now another act of violence occur, we don't want to put anybody in jeopardy. But what I can share is that it is very clear that our community is talking, right? Our community is talking amongst each other. We need that information as a police department to prevent other instances of violence from breaking out in St. Louis and in our communities.
We'd appreciate you to
Yeah.
remind people to call Crime
Crime
Stoppers
Stop, yep.
if they have information. That would be very helpful.